With summertime in full swing, I'm gonna show you two of our favorite summertime meals along with a special little girl's birthday cake. First up is Cajun Pasta. Here I am dicing me up some onions, red bell pepper, and green bell pepper into bite-sized pieces. I'll be mincing up some garlic and dicing up some fresh Roma tomatoes as well. I'll be taking some chicken breasts and I just cut them in the middle so I can get the seasoning all throughout the chicken. For the seasoning, I mix up some onion and garlic powder, parsley, paprika, turmeric, dry mustard, and I think some chicken bouillon. And a little bit of Tony's sachet. I don't know how to say it, but the Tony's Creole seasoning. Then I'm just gonna put some butter. I did not leave all of that in there. That was a little dramatic. I took some of it out, but I just buttered the dish well, the cast irons, and I like to do it in cast iron because it makes a nice crust, and then I put the chicken in there and cook it on one side until it was nice and golden brown. While those are going, you're gonna wanna boil some of your choice of favorite pasta. I love penne, so that's what I chose to do. I cooked them about 5 minutes aside and then put them in the oven until the temp read 165. I'm buttering up another dish and adding my onions, bell peppers, and then just seasoning it with some of the seasoning mix that I had done to the chicken. After those are nice and soft, you need to add the garlic and cook it for about a minute until it's nice and toasty. Then you're gonna add about 2 cups of heavy cream. I'm gonna add a little bit of chicken bouillon and then a little more seasoning that I put on the chicken. I'm adding about a cup of sharp white cheddar cheese, about a 1/4 a cup of cream cheese, and another cup of Parmesan. Then I'm adding in my pasta. It was like really stuck in there, so it took me a minute to get it out. But then you just swirl it all around until it's good and coated. And then you throw in your tomatoes so they can cook down just a little bit. And there you have some Cajun chicken pasta. This one's good, especially if you like seafood. It's called Low Country Boil, and it's super easy. You cut up some sausage, and dooley was my choice. You get a big pot on your stove going, or outside if you want, and you put just a whole bunch of Old Bay in there, some squeezed lemons, and some butter. And I just throw the whole lemon in there after I'm done squeezing it. You let it come to a boil, and then you throw your small red potatoes in there. This is like a bag of boiled red potatoes, something like that. And then about, when they're tender, I guess, about 20 minutes later, you add in your corn, and then you'll add in your sausage about 10 minutes after that so they can warm up. And finally, you will add in your beautiful shrimp. You can do shrimp that you don't have to peel, but with the skins on, it's a lot better to me. So I just add in the shrimp with the skins and tail on. They are deveined. Are they tail on? No, they're not. Wait, yeah, they are. Yeah, okay, these are tail on. Sorry, I forgot. And then you'll bring it to a boil, and once they turn into a C shape, the shrimp, in about 3 to 5 minutes, they're done. And you pour it out on a paper bag, and you got yourself an easy, yummy dinner. Also, I was saying skins, it's shell. People are probably gonna come at me for that, but it is shell on. Sorry, to be technically correct. All right, so I very last minutely, if that's a word, made my daughter's birthday cake. Her birthday was in February, but she wanted a swim party, so we had it in summer. And I'm taking a box cake mix along with a family-sized bag of chocolate pudding. And then I'm following the directions on the back of the box, but instead of water, I add milk. Instead of the usual 2 or 3 eggs, I add 5 eggs. And instead of the oil, I add butter. And I should have added a little more milk because I added the family-size pudding, but I didn't. It's okay. You do that. If you add the family size pudding, I would put 1.5 cups to 2 cups of milk. And then I poured some chocolate chips in here. I'm greasing the one pan I had. Could not find my other 2, so I cooked these in about an hour and a half because I had to spread the batter out between one pan. Don't be like me. Have all your stuff together. And then you cook to the box directions, which I think was about 350 at 35 minutes. And I just poke a fork or a toothpick in the middle. And when it comes out with either just a little crumb or no, I know it's done.
Oops.
Okay, now turn on medium. Here I am making a chocolate buttercream frosting. You just take like 2 sticks of butter, I do salted, and then I do about 4 cups of powdered sugar, and then probably 3/4 cup to a cup of cocoa powder. You want to mix them all together really, really well. And you need to put the butter in first and mix it for a while so it can get creamy. And then she's just adding in the cocoa powder, and then you add in to your desired vanilla. And you mix it all up. And I always add some heavy cream to thin it out. It does matter what kind of cake you're doing, but this I just added just a tiny bit. So she had a very special request. She wanted a tree stump garden cake with a bird's nest on top and birds. That was a really tall feat, if that's how you say it. Is that how you say it? Yeah. Okay. Sorry, my husband's my dictionary. Anyway, so I'm just putting some buttercream on the sides. It's very hard to spread, but that was the point, so I could make a bark look. But that's what I thought was gonna happen, and it worked out. You'll see, it worked out pretty good. And she helped me decorate it, and you just wanna get your kids in here and have fun, because that's the whole point, and they'll learn how to bake something from a box, you know? Here I used a very special technique called just slap it on the side and mush it together and hope it works. And it did work, and I used a fork to kind of like pull up little rivets like it was bark. My daughter loved it, and really that's the only thing that matters, if it tastes good and your kid loves it, you know? So she did love it, and she helped me finish decorating this cake. And there's the reward, a very happy 7-year-old little girl and a very beautiful, in my opinion, tree stump garden bird's nest cake with flowers and snails and frogs. Who could ask for more? See y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.